So let's just start by rubbing into the palms of the hands, feet comfortably hip width, nice and soft in the knees, soft in the hips, and just allow yourself to feel grounded. Allow yourself to arrive, as it were, into the soles of each of your feet. Allow the toes to spread and lift a little bit, find a little bit of space. And today's class is all about the breath. It's all about deepening and lengthening each and every breath. So let's just place the right hand over on that right side. We're going to place the left hand on top and just bringing to mind, bring to heart some essence of spring, something that really sums up springtime. And welcoming that right into the liver. So you can imagine that the liver is a beautiful emerald green or a beautiful spring greens, these wonderful light greens that we've been, you know, party to, wrong word, you know, had the miraculous pleasure of experiencing in the past few weeks is just incredible. So welcoming that in. And as you exhale, you can just let all of the to-do list of your Friday, of your week, fall away. It's like just letting go of that when I can get the right words or bits of words out. And welcoming in springtime, welcoming in a sense of clearing the decks. And as you exhale, it's like, oh, yeah, just arriving and feeling calm. Nice breath in, welcoming in a sense of clarity, a sense of refreshment, deepening the breath. And as we exhale, just allowing stress and tension to soften and ease away. Lovely. So nice breath in. Nice long breath out. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the arms to really help lengthen and deepen our in and out breaths. So I'll just show you what we're doing. If you've been in class this week, you can do it with me because you've done it before. So inhaling, the hands come up and out to the sides and then finish off softly above the head. That's all on the inhale. And then as we exhale, the hands lower down. So with that, what we're going to do is breathe all the air out and then breathe in into the belly, up into the ribs as the arms go out, and then right up underneath the collarbones. Exhale. Let me join in with you. Wonderful. So inhaling and exhaling. So the hands are just going to really mirror the length of each inhale. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing all the air out, making space for more air to come in. Breathing in and breathing out. So as we breathe in, we're filling not only the belly, but the lower back, breathing in around the waist, the side of the ribs, into the armpits, and all the way out. Lovely. And again, breathing in. And breathing out. And make this the last one of this sequence. Inhaling. Exhaling, following the exhale all the way to its depths. Wonderful. So inhaling, just bringing the hands in front of the heart, cupping a full moon. We've got the thumbs out and the fingers are at 45-degree angle kind of things. Lovely. So as we breathe in, we can imagine the fullness of a pale, large, what was that pink moon we had recently? And as we exhale, that just waning down to a little crescent, a little thumbnail, a little lemon slice in the sky. Breathing in. Full moon, exhale, down to the new moon. Lovely. And again, breathing in and breathing out. And you can imagine that as the breath flows in, we can really visualize something very precious starting to gleam and shine. And as we exhale, we're getting rid of anything that looks like discoloration, any sense of feeling sluggish. So you might, for example, want to focus on the liver, shining a beautiful emerald green on the inhale, full of clarity. And then as you exhale, just getting rid of any sense of toxicity and sluggishness. Breathing in and breathing out. So inhaling, taking the arms out to the sides, hands in front, in line with the shoulders, sorry. And then exhale, they're just going to cross in front of the chest just an inch or so away from the chest. And as we breathe in, let's take that awareness into the lungs themselves. And as we exhale, we're just getting rid of any sense of tarnish, of vulnerability or weakness in the lungs. Breathing in. Imagining the lungs as a pair of diamonds. And as we exhale, any discoloration just flowing easily away. Breathing in, they're starting to really shine and become brilliant. Exhale, just letting go of anything impure, breathing in a sense of clarity and purity. Exhaling, and this is a really magical time of year. Keep with the rhythm of the breath, breathing in. Just all of this lovely new oxygen, all of the new leaves unfurling, starting to give out oxygen, really oxygen-rich time of the year. So we can really access that. And on the exhale, just breathing all of the carbon dioxide out. Lovely, nice breath in again. Exhale, wonderful. So we're going to inhale, open the arms, keeping the hands in line with the shoulders, opening along the lung meridian. And then as we exhale, we're going to change arms. So different arm in front of the chest now. Breathing in. Breathing in purity. Exhale, letting go of impurity. Breathing in a sense of real appreciation, connecting with what is truly valuable, and breathing away anything that just muddies that, that gets in the way of that. Breathing in a sense of real connection with yourself. And breathing out that sense of disconnection or isolation. Breathing in a connection with others, feeling part of something bigger than yourself. And as you exhale, just getting rid of feeling that no one understands you. Breathing in a sense of community. Breathing away a sense of just being on your own. So just keep breathing in, welcoming in things of real value, and there may be other things to you that are of real value, really precious. And exhaling, just letting go of what we no longer need, old thoughts, old ideas, things that actually trip you up. Breathing in. Exhale, letting go. Wonderful. So opening the arms out. And this time taking the hands across the lower back, holding onto the forearms. So you've really got that sense of holding onto the lower part of the lungs, breathing into the back of the body. Breathing in a sense of appreciation. Exhaling, just letting go and allowing the breath to soothe you. Breathing in. Exhale, feeling soothed. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in, connecting with what's truly precious. Breathing out, letting go of what no longer is. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Inhaling, opening the arms. And then exhale, just have the backs of the hands in front of the lower belly, a couple of inches apart. And relax the fingers and thumbs so that you can imagine tension and stress dripping away off the fingertips down onto the floor. And the breath flowing all the way in, all the way out. All the way in, feeling that sense of connection with yourself in the presence. And as you exhale, all of that sense of not being present. Breathing in. Breathing out, arriving in this present moment together. Lovely. So next inhale, the elbows come out so the palms can softly face the earth. And then as you exhale, the arms come down by the sides of the body. Choosing to keep the eyes open or closing the eyes and just tuning in to how you're feeling right now. Wonderful. And then from here, we're just going to step back into horse stance. Getting the knees above the ankles rather than rolling in, making sure that the knees are feeling comfortable. So only go as deep as feels good in your body. So as we breathe in, we're going to breathe into the sides of the ribs, the armpits, and exhale, come down, pulling on that bell rope. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Last one, breathing in, feeling in touch with something that fills your heart with joy. And as you exhale, just come down and hold it there. The hands can be Laogong point to Laogong point, which is great for the fire element. This is the pericardium point here in the center of the palm, or you can even hold on to the heart. Just closing the eyes, breathing all the way in, breathing all the way out, connecting with that sense of loving joy, connecting with maybe bringing someone or something to mind that really fills your heart, that almost helps us shine. And we all have friends and family or activities and hobbies that really, when we get to do them, it's like we're just ourselves, but on the most excellent of days. Wonderful. And from here, let's come into drawing the bow. So breathing in, straightening the legs, easing off the knees, exhale, coming down. So what we're going to do is cross the arms. And as we're inhaling, we're drawing that left arm back and stretching the right arm out. Exhale, coming across the body, and then extending the left arm, ready to inhale, drawing that hand back to the last third of the collarbone. Exhale, following the L shape, following that index finger with the gaze. Inhaling. What do I need to set my sights on? Exhale. Actually, what do I need to let go of? What really disrupts me being great? Inhaling. Exhaling. It's like a little target practice for the mind. Inhale. Exhale. And then from here, just coming over this front foot, wiggling the back foot away, sliding back, coming into plank, popping the knees down, and lowering just a couple of inches down with the chest, then lifting up into the crown of the head. So you really feel the length through the whole of the spine, making the spine really long. Lifting up with bandha, not sagging the hips and the belly down. Shoulders rolling back and peeling the gaze up as you breathe in on the next inhale. Exhale, tuck your toes, anchoring yourself back into downward facing dog. So we're going to roll up through the soles of the feet, stretch one heel down as we exhale. Inhale, heels up, exhale, other heel down. Inhaling, heels up, exhale, both heels down. So choosing if you're doing alternate legs, staying down, the heels down towards the mat, breathing into the legs, just doing what feels really good. Arriving in the back line of the body, making sure that you're feeling grounded through the palms, making sure that there's space around the upper back. Notice if the head could slide down the arms a little bit more, so the shoulder blades are more rooted down the back rather than lifted out and extended. Make sure you're engaging bandha, that the gaze is towards the upper thighs. Check your knees. How are your knees? Make sure your knees are looking straight back at you. And then from here, just bending at the knees, we're going to inhale, step or walk forward. Exhale, soften down over the legs. Keep rooted through the soles of the feet as you unfurl. Inhaling all the way up, interlacing the hands, and I stretch over to one side as you breathe in. Exhale, navel hugging back into the center, and then inhale, and I stretch over to the other side. Exhale, back to center, straight into the next sun salutation. Inhaling all the way up, feeling rooted, feeling long and stretchy. Exhale, navel hugging back as you bring the hands down onto the legs, onto the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, just softening down. We do another couple of half lifts. Hands on the shins or fingertips on the mat, lift the sit bones, look up. Exhale, soften down. We do one more. Inhale, see if you can go a little deeper this time. Exhale, hands flat, stepping back into plank. Holding plank for an extra breath. Shoulders down the back, tuck the tail, lift up with bandha, really tighten that belt channel around the waist, and then lower it down a couple of inches. You can bring the knees down if you need. Inhale, nice easy upward dog, lengthening up into the crown, and then peeling the gaze up, tucking the toes, downward dog. 5 breaths. You can be walking the dog, dancing the dog, or just stretching both of the heels down towards the mat, feeling grounded, feeling long in the spine, feeling stretchy in the back line of the body, breathing into the back of the body as best you can. Nice long breath in, nice long breath out. Don't start to shorten the breath. Keep filling the lungs all the way in and all the way out, engaging bandha. Lovely. Last one, breathing in and breathing out. Lovely. Bending the knees, inhaling, stepping forward, exhaling, softening down, forward fold, dropping the weight into the feet, unfurl, inhale, all the way up, nice and languorous with the movement. So inhale, stretch over to one side. Exhale, come back into the center. Inhale, nice stretch over to the other side. Exhale, straight into Surya Namaskar B. So as you're exhaling, the hips are going low. Inhaling, the chest and the arms are opening up. Exhale, lift the hips, come into a nice forward fold, navel hugging up. Inhale, nice half lift. Exhale, hands flat, stepping back into plank, choosing if the knees are down or you're lowering a couple of inches with the knees off. Inhale, nice easy upward facing dog. Tucking the toes, downward dog. So, anchoring the right foot, stepping forward with the left. Inhale, coming up into really nice, expansive chest opening, warrior one. So we're going to just keep with what we were doing last week, pulling the hands through thick treacle, really firing up the core. Inhale, now breathe into the ribs, breathe into the armpits, under the collarbones. Exhale, pulling the hands slowly towards you, making sure that front knee is above the front ankle. You can really feel the outer edge of the back foot. Inhale, opening up. Lovely. So exhale, just popping the hands down, either side of that front foot, sliding that front foot back into plank. Bring the knees down if you need. Exhale, lower down a couple of inches. Inhale, nice easy upward dog, tucking the toes, downward dog. So from here, anchoring the left foot, stepping forward with the right, opening all the way up, nice and expansive, warrior one. Exhale, pulling the hands through and down as you come halfway. Inhale, opening up. So really filling the lungs. Exhale, really emptying the lungs. Breathing all the way in. And breathing all the way out. Lovely. From here, hands coming down, sliding that foot back into plank. Lowering down as you exhale. Inhale, nice easy upward dog. And then rolling or tucking the toes, downward dog, 5 breaths. Or child's pose, 5 breaths, you choose. What feels comfortable for you today? Keep with the breath. Nice breath in. Nice breath out. In downward dog, find both a sense of feeling rooted and also really soft and expansive, especially around the upper back and the shoulders. Notice if the head could slide a little bit further down, the arms, if the shoulders and the elbows could be softer, the elbows gently tucked in a little bit. Are you really engaging bandha to help lift and draw the sit bones a little further away from the wrists? So you can really feel the sit bones starting to peek out as if there were little headlights starting to shine behind you. Lovely. Bending at the knees, inhaling, stepping forward. Exhale, forward fold, coming back into chair. So we're going to drop the hips. Inhale, come all the way up. So with chair posture, in fact, let me stay where I am. We're lengthening from the back of the waist. We're trying to find a chair that isn't there. And we're not sticking our bum out to do that. We're lengthening down. So we're finding space all the way up into the crown of the head. Think about space appearing through the whole of the spine, not just the lower back, okay? And then inhaling, taking the arms up. So I'll turn around, you can see what I'm doing with my chest. Wonderful. So you want to feel the glutes fire up. Keep sitting back, playing with feeling the weight in the feet. You're not leaning all the way back and the toes lifting and you've lost balance. So you can really feel the glutes fire up, the thighs fire up. Wonderful. Bringing the hands into prayer. Exhale, navel hugging back, turning to the left. Hands coming down. Inhale, opening all the way up. So it could be opening fully or popping the hand onto the waist. And that might feel kinder on the shoulder. So tune to how it feels. Nice breath in. Really filling the lungs. Exhale, popping the hands together. Inhale, coming back into center. Keep finding the chair that isn't there. Really lifting back with Uddiyana Bandha. Exhale, turning now to the right. All the way down. And then choosing what's happening on the inhale. Is it fully expanding here, breathing into the ribs, the armpits, or hand on the waist? Lovely. Exhale, hand on hand. Inhale, coming back. Lifting all the way up. And then that's our sun salute. So take on some water if you want a mouthful. I'll sort my creepy mat out. Keep sliding around like a caterpillar. And then we're just going to take a nice big step back into horse stance. Lovely. So making sure in horse stance, that we're really nice and upright. We're not leaning forward, going so deep that we've kind of compromised that sense of real connection between the feet, the tailbone, the spine, up to the crown of the head. And remember, the crown of the head is so light, it just wants to keep lifting up. So we keep finding space in the back of the neck. Now, I know a lot of us are working from home at the moment, and you can just end up feeling quite tight and crunched up here. So just keep inviting that lovely sense of openness and spaciousness into this part of the spine. It could be really fantastic, especially if you do get headachy or tension in the upper back and the neck. So as we breathe in, let's take the arms up. Exhale, come all the way down. Do that one more time. Inhale. Exhale, all the way down. So taking the arms up, taking hold of that right wrist. Next inhale, we're going to stretch over to the left. Exhale, come back to the center and change wrists. Inhale, and I stretch over to the right. Exhale. And we'll do the same again. Inhaling. Exhale, back into center. Inhale, coming over to the right. Exhale, back to center. This time, take the hands behind the head. You can hold on, to the arms like this. Coming all the way down. Nice inhale, leaning over to the left. Exhale, really drawing back in with the banda, the belt channel. And then inhale, nice stretch over to the right. Exhale, back into center. Do the same again. Inhale, breathing in. Exhale, coming back. Inhale, breathing in. Exhale, coming back. And then from here, just turning to the right for Trikonasana. As you reach in, you're reaching up, you're finding yourself feeling really rooted at the same time. So it's as if we're pressing the palm of the hand away to really deepen that stretch. Exhale, drawing the hips back, popping the hands down, bringing that top hand round the ribs, remembering that just under the ribs here, we've got these bow points for both the liver and the gallbladder. So as we're navel's hugging back, we're rotating here, hand can rub past them, and we're going to open, really breathe into the chest. Lovely. Taking the arm overhead, breathing into the upper side, creating space. And then making that L shape, draping it, as it were, can't think of the word, kind of like shadowing down the side. Remembering this is where the gallbladder meridian flows. And just placing it onto the side of the flank, rolling that shoulder back, lifting this bottom right hand. So really engaging core. Breathing in. Exhale, we're just going to tap underneath the collarbone, that last third of the collarbone. This is a lung strengthening point. Stop as you breathe in. Exhale, tap again. Wonderful. Looking down at the front foot, reaching forward for the leg balance. So, if you're feeling comfortable with coming up, come up. If you need, you can bring the hands down, pop the knee down, and come into side, when I can speak properly, kneeling half moon posture. Kneeling half moon posture, the hand is pretty much in line with the foot, rather than tucked behind or off in front. And you're just lifting up that left leg, foot flex, so you can really feel this muscle fire up, opening across the chest as you take that left arm up, breathing in. If you're doing the standing version, then we're just doing the same, but with this leg standing. So we start by flexing the left foot, rotating it so the instep is parallel to the floor, and we keep drawing this bottom right hip away down towards the short lower edge of the mat. You can use this left hand just to lift the hip up a little bit if that feels helpful, and then inhale, extend. That's it, keep going, keep trying, keep really stretch away into the flexed foot, into the heel of that flexed lifted foot. Wonderful. Pop the hand down, step that foot back, inhaling, coming all the way up. Exhale, popping the hands on the waist, lifting that back heel. So we're going to come into some little lunges here. As we drop the knee down, inhale, exhale, coming back up. We'll do the same again. Inhale, exhale, and again. Inhale, exhale, long exhale, welcoming all the air in. See if your knee can go a little lower. Exhale, coming back up. One more. Inhale, exhale, wonderful. anchoring that back foot, in fact, stepping it over when I can think what I'm doing, stepping the left foot over, and we're just going to sit down a little bit. So notice how the legs, there isn't space between the legs. Take the arms up, take hold of that right wrist. So as we inhale, the hips go to the right, and we stretch the arms to the left. Exhale, we're going to come back to center and change wrists. So now inhale, the hands stretch to the right, the hips left. Exhale. Same again. Nice big stretch. Exhale to center. Inhale, nice big stretch. Breathing into the ribs, breathing in. Exhale, coming back into center. Hands, elbows sliding down, ready for dancing Ganesha. So this right elbow tucks a little bit. So we can imagine that we're drawing that shoulder blade down the back, just softly, so we can feel the energy and that stabilization of doing that, rather than being soft and floppy or too rigid. We want to find that flexible midpoint of stability. We're going to scoop in with the left and then allow this left leg to rise up. You can point the foot, you can flex the foot, remembering that the liver meridian comes up from inside the big toe, goes across the top of the foot, here up the inside of the shin bone, round onto the pad of the calf muscle, into the crook of the knee, runs up the inner thigh to the hip or groin crease. Then it runs all the way up the torso, curving out to the side of the ribs and underneath the chest here, back in line with these bow points. So we're feeling nice and long in the spine as we feel rooted through that standing foot, but tall all the way up into the crown of the head. Wonderful. And then from here, bringing the hands in prayer, resting that leg on the bent right knee. Option 1, option 2, option 3 can be coming down, hands in prayer, starting to sit down a little bit. So choose what feels right for you. If these options feel a little bit too much, you're welcome to make it into tree. So breathing with that, finding that point of balance, feeling rooted. You can feel that right foot having to really work. Lovely. And then from here, we're just going to step that foot back into a nice long warrior 1. Nice and stretchy, like, oh, crikey, that's good. And then from here, just turn and do the same on the other side. So coming into Trikonasana to start with, reaching up, feeling rooted, reaching up with the left arm, finding space in the ribs. Exhale, keep drawing the left hip back as you keep the length on the underside of the body. Hand comes down. So we're focusing on feeling rooted from the navel down each of the legs, into the feet, into the toes, into the heels. And then this top hand wraps around the bow points, navel hugs back towards the spine, and we rotate, opening up. So we feel rooted and also really expansive, the rising energy of spring. We're going to take the arm overhead, deepen the stretch, gaze towards the downturned palm, navel hugging back as we rotate the chest round and open a little bit more. And then make the L shape, index finger and thumb. This is basically the Hegu point. It's a detoxification point on the large intestine meridian. So we're just going to trace down the gallbladder meridian down the side of the body, pop it to rest on the flank there, roll that right shoulder back, and then use this hand to tap the lung strengthening point. So we're engaging Bandha, belt channel drawing in, popping that hand onto just below the collarbone here at the last third. Nice breath in, and then exhale, tap gently. Lovely. We'll do the same again. Nice breath in. Exhale, tap. Wonderful. That's it. So now looking down at the front foot, bending the knee, reaching forward, coming into your leg balance or hands down, coming into kneeling half moon posture. So if you're standing, rotating the foot, lifting the hip bone, drawing the left hip away from you, same for Trikonasana, and then navel hugging back, opening up, gaze to wherever helps you feel stable, comfortable. If you're kneeling, then just taking that left leg a little bit behind you, so it's a bit like a gate leg, stretching away into the heel of the lifted leg, feeling the muscles here on this right flank, fire up. Lovely, popping the hands back down, stepping back into a high lunge warrior 1. So the arms are up or can be on the waist. What we're going to do is just drop that back knee, coming into a little lunge. Exhale, come back up. Inhale, lowering down. Exhale. Inhale, see if you can go a little deeper. Make sure you don't hurt the knee though. Exhale, coming back up. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, nice and strong and bandha. Inhale. Exhale, lovely. And then from here, stepping forward and across with that right leg, waving palm. Back of the knee, tucking into the back, or sorry, the front of the back knee, tucking into the back of the front knee. Not particularly clear, but you know what I mean, kind of hugging in there. Taking the arms all the way up, taking hold of the left shoulder. Inhale, stretching over to the right, hips to the left. Exhale, coming back to the center, changing wrists. Inhale, stretching left, hips right. Exhale, back to center. Really using the core muscles and awareness that we've been developing the last few weeks, especially. Inhale, exhale, back to center. Inhale, left, hips right, and back to center. Arms, elbows, shoulder blades, sliding down the back, coming back into foundation, finding that root position. So, tucking that left elbow, drawing the hand in, scooping in with the right. You've got hold of your dance partner, and then just allowing that right leg to float, playing with the foot positioning, making sure that you feel grounded through the sole of the foot. You're engaging banding, you feel long in the spine up to that very light. Crown the head so you feel the chin tucked just a little bit, because there's so much space in the neck, it's unreal, it feels great. And then remembering the liver meridian coming up from inside the big toe on that right leg, cross the top of the foot to the ankle, up the inside of the shin bone, wrapping round onto the pad of the calf, to the crook of the knee, up the thigh, to the groin crease, up the side of the torso, out to the edge of the waistline, and coming up underneath the ribs here on the 6th and 7th ribs, in line with the nipple. So, finding that length, that poise, that stability. If it's not happening today, pop the balancing right leg down very lightly, so you're still getting the strengthening benefits, but you're feeling more stable and more supported. Lovely. And then from here, coming into flying horse. So we're going to take that right leg, balance it above the left knee, hands together, or again, you can hold on to the foot, the knee. If that's feeling too much today, feel free to come into tree. Breathe with that. So flying horse, what you can start to do is lower down towards the floor, and you'll start to feel a really nice stretch in the hip, which is great for the piriformis muscle, great for any sciatic issues. Really keep engaging bandha, really find yourself drawing in with the core. Lovely. Sorry, it's hard to look up and do the posture at the same time. So from here, coming all the way up, stepping back into an effortless warrior one, nice and expansive. It's like, oh, crikey me, blooming marvelous. And then exhale, we're just going to bring the hands down, slide that front foot back, come back into plank, lower down on the exhale, inhale, lengthen up into the crown of the head. And then from here, come into a little downward dog or child's pose, just for 3 slow, long, luxurious breaths. So you're just getting that stretch into the back of the body. And the benefits for stretching into the back of the body is really about accessing the winter, the water element. Calming, soothing, brilliant for balancing out any overstimulation of the adrenals, bringing a sense of feeling rested and restoration of energy. Wonderful. So from here, coming down to all fours, and we're just going to extend the left leg, tuck the toe, and navel hug back, open the right arm up, elbow, wrist, palm. Really slow unfurling. Lovely. Exhale, pop the hand down, knee back down, other side. So extending the right leg, really drawing in with the belt channel, with bandhas, and then left elbow unfurling all the way into the fingertips. Inhale. Exhale, popping them back to all fours. We'll do the same again. Left leg, right arm. Exhale to all fours. Right leg, left arm. Inhale. Lovely. Exhale to all fours. Now we're going to come into threading the needle. I'll just face you. So right arm, opening all the way up. Exhale. exhale, threading it all the way through. Stay there, breathe in. Exhale. Inhale, unfurl. Exhale, back to all fours. Let's do the other side now. So left arm, inhaling all the way in. Exhaling all the way out. Stay there, breathe in. Exhale, engage bandha. Inhale, unfurl. Just really freeing up the upper back. We're going to come into Anahata Asana. So the hips stay in line with the knees. It's a little bit like child's pose, but they stay in line in that right angle. And we just start to slide the hands forward and bring the head down towards the mat. Now, see how that feels in the body. What I'm looking for in the front of the body is not soft going like this and you kind of let the sit bones untuck. In fact, I want you to slightly tuck the sit bones and draw the ribs down towards the navel so you feel nice and contracted on the front. And what that enables us to do is to transfer the stretch up into the chest, especially around the collarbones here. Quite a lot of us can be tight here without realizing it because we're so flexible and bendy here. But we really want to open into the chest and welcome the breath into that area. If you need to ease off the posture, you can bring the elbows back towards you a little bit just to soften if it feels too much of a stretch into that upper chest. Welcoming the breath all the way underneath the collarbones and all the way out. Nice long breath there. And again, all the way in, all the way out. Wonderful. From here, just coming back into child's pose and then all the way up. And we're just going to come down onto our backs. So coming down onto your backs, have a little bit of water if you need some. Coming down onto your backs, hugging the knees to start with and just rocking from side to side. And we'll take a hand on each knee and just roll the knees round in the same direction. Just a couple of slow circles around the lower back one way and then change direction, do the same on the other side. So we're just easing off into the lower back. And then from here, we're just going to place the feet down, tuck in towards the hips, arms by your sides, and we'll just tuck the tail and untuck the tail. Find the midpoint of balance. So it's neither too tucked or too untucked. Invite the back of the ribs to soften down into the mat. So this doesn't then mean that you totally tuck your tailbone. You still want to feel a little bit of lift or a little bit of gap towards the lower portion of the back. We're wanting the thoracic spine to be nice and rooted, and yet there to be a little bit more kind of slight curve in the lumbar spine. We're not letting go of that. Gently pull the feet towards the sit bones. In fact, I'm going to step my feet a little bit closer than hip width. So nice breath in, nice breath out, engaging bandhas. Really drawing up with Mula Bandha, center of the pelvic floor, and those lower abdominal muscles, and making you feel almost that there's lower hip bones, when I can speak, are drawing in towards each other. Nice big breath in, just let that relax and expand. Exhale, just engaging bandhas, and then imagine that belt gently tightening as well. So let's do that again, breathing in, engaging bandhas and tightening that belt. Lovely, nice breath in again. Engaging bandhas, tightening the belt, and make sure the ribs feel that they're drawing down towards the navel. Lovely, so hands behind the back, nice breath in, back of the head, sorry. And then as you exhale, engage your bandhas, your belt, your ribs, and peel the head up and just take it round to the left side. Just a couple of inches round in the direction of the knee, and then inhale, come back up. And we'll do the same again, but this time we're going to do it with the left knee lifted. So nice exhale, engaging bandhas, belt, ribs, lift the head and go round to that left side. Lovely. Inhale, come back, foot down. We'll do the same again. Exhaling, engaging bandhas, belt, ribs, lift the left knee, lift the head, round to the side. Inhale, come back. Do the same on the other side. So engaging everything, and then as you exhale, lift the head, round to the right side. See how that feels. Inhale, come back. If it feels too much to lift the leg, if you feel like you're losing a sense of muscular awareness, then keep the foot on the mat. Next option is to lift the leg. So engaging bandhas, belt, ribs. Exhale, lift the head, lift the leg, round to the right. Inhale, everything back. Last one. Bandhas, belt, ribs. Lift the head, lift the leg, round to the right. Lovely, coming all the way back. Popping the legs down. So last one, popping the legs both up. So this is the third stage. And if in doing this, you feel like, oh, it's just a wee bit too much, then do alternate legs or just feet down on the mat. So nice breath in, engaging founders, belt, ribs, lift the head, round to the left. Inhale, come back, keep it lifted, and then round to the right. Inhale, come back. Exhale, round to the left. Inhale, really keep engaged, and then round to the right. We'll do one more. Inhale, so moving, and then coming back. Exhale, moving. Inhale, coming back. Lovely. Coming all the way down, hugging the knees, rocking from side to side. Popping the knees down, pressing into the soles as you tuck the tail and roll up into a nice easy bridge. Your choice if you want to roll up and down a few times or roll up and really use this to stretch out through the thighs, the hips, through the chest, pressing into the upper arms. So you can create a little bit more lift. If you have full back bend in your practice and you're really kind of champing at the bit to have a go at that, then please go ahead. Another option is to shuggle the shoulder blades closer towards each other, interlace the hands behind the back, press into the upper arms even more to really open into the hips and the chest. Nice long breath in, nice long breath out, lovely. So from here, unshuggling the shoulders so the upper back is flat, lifting the heels and rolling steadily and with control all the way down. Lovely, on the exhale. Soles of the feet coming back down. And then we're just going to finish in Banana Asana. So legs straight, taking the legs over to the left corner, crossing that right leg over the top, shuggling the upper back over to the top left corner, extending the arms overhead. So we're taking hold of that right wrist and then turning the gaze to the left and just staying here and allowing the stretch to really lengthen along that right side. Once you're in the position, you can close your eyes. Nice long breath in, nice long breath out. Keep with that, nice long breath in, nice long breath out. Last one, nice long breath in, nice long breath out. Lovely. We're going to just do the same on the other side. So first of all, straighten yourself up, back onto your mat, taking the legs over to the right corner, left leg crossing over, shuggling the upper body over to the right, taking hold of the left wrist, and then the gaze is turning to the left. And allow this left side of the body now to really soften and stretch, or soften into the stretch. So you really feel this almost as if the skin is being stretched, as if the connective tissue is being stretched. And we're just allowing the whole of that left side to really get a lovely extension. It's like using this more passive posture, more yin type posture, just to really allow the left side to really open up, really become a little freer. And with that, a little bit more spacious. So keep breathing all the way in and all the way out. Relaxing that left shoulder, relaxing the face and the jaw, all the way in, all the way out. And then from here, just coming to lie on your mat, pop a little blanket over if you're ready, just a couple of minutes, relaxation to finish.